All right, let's just paint a picture for a second. You walk into a conference room, laptop in hand, ready to present.
And then you spend the first 5 minutes of the meeting just trying to get the image on the screen.
Exactly. The dreaded cable dance, it kills the momentum before you even start.
It creates instant friction. And the integrator always gets the blame, right? Not the user's laptop or their cheap dongle.
So today, we're diving into a box that's really meant to solve that exact problem. It's the Key Digital KD-PS42.
Yeah, and calling it just a presentation switcher is kind of underselling it. At about $600, it's really a simplified control brain for a
A
room.
room in a box,
Yeah.
almost. Okay, so let's pop the hood. What are we looking at for inputs and outputs?
So you've got your three standard HDMI inputs. The really interesting choice here is the fourth one, an HD basic input.
Ah, okay. So that acknowledges the lectern isn't always right next to the rack.
Exactly. You can run video, audio, and control from across the room over one Ethernet cable.
No more flaky HDMI extenders.
Yeah.
And that same logic applies to the outputs, right? They call them mirrored outputs.
One HDMI, one HD base T. It's tailor-made for that classic confidence monitor setup.
So the presenter can see their slides on a local monitor plugged into the HDMI port.
While that same signal goes out over HD base T to the main projector, maybe 40 meters away for 4K.
Or even 70 meters if you're still running 1080p.
Yeah.
That covers pretty much any classroom or boardroom.
And the kit comes with the receiver, the little KD X40 MRX box, so you aren't hunting for parts or worrying about compatibility. It just works.
Now let's talk quality. The spec sheet is shouting 18 gigs. For a presentation switcher, that feels like a ton of headroom.
Well, for a spreadsheet, yeah, maybe. But what if you're showing a high-res brand video?
Fair point.
That bandwidth means you're getting true 4K, HDR10, Dolby Vision. You don't want the client's expensive video to look all washed out.
Future-proofing, I get it. But the feature that really jumped out at me wasn't the video quality, it was the automation.
The CEC manager.
Yes. That's the feature that saves you from having to program a whole control system.
Or from getting calls about a lost remote.
I mean, CEC Consumer Electronics Control is usually a nightmare on consumer gear. It never works right.
A total mess, but here they're using it to force the display to do what you want.
So through the HDMI cable alone, the switcher can tell the projector to power on, power off, change volume.
Yep, no need to glue an IR emitter to the front of the TV or hunt down RS-232 codes.
And you combine that with the auto sensing feature. So I plug in my laptop.
The switcher grabs that new signal, it sends the CEC command to wake up the display, and you're live. Zero user interaction.
Zero frantic calls to the IT help desk. I love it.
And another headache it solves is power.
Oh, right. The power over HD base C. So the main unit in the rack powers the little receiver box at the projector.
Exactly. You don't need to get an electrician to install a power outlet in the ceiling. It's a huge labor saver.
Okay, but what about sound? We're not stuck with those tinny little projector speakers, are we?
No, not at all. It's got audio de-embedding.
So you can strip the audio out of the HDMI signal.
Right, and it gives you analog or digital outputs. You can feed a proper amplifier and get real ceiling speakers.
So it's flexible. And I saw it can play nice with the big control systems too, like Crestron and AMX.
It does. It speaks TCP/IP and RS-232, so it can work as that standalone brain for a small room, or it can just be an intelligent endpoint in a huge building-wide system.
So it really solves that friction point we started with. We get so obsessed with resolution and pixels.
But in a real meeting, the best technology is the technology you don't even see.
When the auto sensing just works and the CEC manager turns the screen on for you, the hardware just disappears.
It completely changes the psychology of the room. It goes from a place of struggle to a place of flow.
And getting the tech out of the way so people can just focus on their work. I mean, that's the best thing you can do for a client.
Yeah.